can see it really getting into the little nitty gritty there. It's around the horn base, muscles there, and using those front little teeth. They've got little teeth in the front that they can use again for grooming, but also for getting hold of bits of sinew and bits of tissue. As soon as it's bigger meat or skin or so on, they use those side teeth or carnassial shears, but there's different ways of getting into the jaw muscles. Suddenly both of them alert. Now they don't seem on extreme alert. It doesn't seem like they suddenly feel there's something close by, but nonetheless it just shows you the sort of general attitude really. I think I'm going to try and move us a little bit. See if we can get another view. I think there's a little window through the bushes there on their left hand side. This gives us a slightly different view of them. Yeah, going for. Yeah, pulling straight, they're both pulling. Nice, very steady, Jan. Very close to them now. Nice and still. Look at that. You can see them just paying extra attention. Absolutely fantastic view there. One little window in the leaves. You can see the carcass, you can see the inside of that rib cage. And most of all, we can see their eyes again. Big lionesses, the kahumas. Actually, just thinking back now, where we're sitting at the moment, we only about 200 meters or so, a couple hundred yards away from where the other kahuma female was killed a while back by the mapojos. Again, maybe that memory fresh in the mind, so to an extent that could also explain a little bit why they're even more alert. Lions don't necessarily have the greatest long-term memory. Can't compare them to elephant, for instance, but they had some very violent and turbulent experiences around carcasses a few times in the last few months. Morris again? Jan, how far are you now? Okay, Morris, we're going to have one last booga here and then I'll make space here for you. We'll pull out soon. No, I think we can just have one last close look at them and then we're just going to, as you heard me say, they just make a space for Morris. There's only if the other vehicles come have a look. We'll come back here in a bit again. I want to head up to Buffelshoek Dam and just go and see what else might be in the vicinity. Oh, look at that. View of the predator's eye there, and the kudu horn in the front. So yeah, we'll just have a look around a little bit and come back. Like I said, I think these lions will be here for probably the rest of the day. Ah, spectacular sight though. What a way to start the morning. Beautiful cats, always magic. She's looking at a dove actually, look at that. Well guys, we'll be back here a little bit later in the morning. Nice and steady, very very close to them. Only about 3 meters maybe now. Able back in and we're going to move along. Jump aboard. Last little peek at them. Fantastic. Oh, once again, it is pretty good to be out here. Early morning, the sun is just rising there. I see there's a little bit of cloud on the horizon. What's the time? How long have we? About 20 minutes with him. But fantastic start. It's going to take a slow drive towards Buffelshoek Dam. I think that's one of those big marulas up on Cheetah Cut Line that we're looking at now. Ringneck doves and lots of other birds calling. I can hear scrub robin, lattices. See it. See it. On that bend. There. Left. Left, 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 up, left, and left. You go wide a little bit. It's just gone under the water. Just that movement there. That's not their fault though, they're great birds. In their specific niche and in their role in nature, they're very important. It's just that we as humans, because we tell stories, we tend to like to have good guys and bad guys. And
on top of Kanguda.
I think maybe these birds are a little bit. Oh, this one is ringed. See around the legs there. There's rings on it. That would be part of the research project. There's various vulture research and study areas. Some of these birds get rings so that they can follow movements and so on. Information from those rings if you find a dead bird or an injured bird. Look at that. It's quite a beautiful animal. Again, they've got such a bad rep. An association of carrion and carcasses always very strong with them. But if you look at it carefully, it's actually quite a beautiful bird. There's soft feathers around the neck. Obviously the head itself is relatively bare. It's got very very short feathers on it. As you can imagine, these birds sometimes get very decorative feathers on the head and the neck. Rip into carcasses. Hooded vultures are slightly more specialized. They can get into the little nooks and crannies, and even right at the end of the carcass when everything seems to be finished, and even your bigger vultures can't get food anymore. These guys can still use that thinner, pointier beak to get to the last little bit of nutrition. Well, it seems the vultures are quite happy with us. Let's go see what the lions are like.